everyone, and welcome at your guitar workshop. My name is André, and in today's lesson we're going to be looking at the intro section to Gravity. I'll have a link in the description so you can see where I got my material from. The tab's already available on my Patreon page, and I'll be completing this song over the course of December, and probably adding a few other things in there as well. There is a lot of single string melody in that intro, and the great part about that is that it just, for whatever reason, it just sounds strong. It just sounds much stronger than when you just play everything in position. Maybe because the timbre stays the same because you're playing it on a single string. There's a lot of slides, which gives a really nice feel to it, almost sort of like Dereck Trucks like. All right, so we're going to do this riff by riff, or lick by lick, and we'll start with the first one. Here we go. All right, so what do? You start with a slide from 7 to 9. Then you play 7, 9 to 4. Right, so, sorry. And the thing is that you just play the first one with your pick. And then after that, there is no more picking, right? So you got, then you play 2, 4, 2. And then you play, sort of make a pull-off and a hammer-on, and you do that twice. So, right, so, and then you slide to 4, to 7, to 9, to 12, to back to 9, and then back to 7. And that's all just with that first downstroke. So, and what you do on the longer notes is you give them some vibrato. And the vibrato also keeps the tone going because of the friction with the frets, probably. So you got, right? So try not to sort of add the vibrato on every note immediately. Sort of make the slide. So you got, for instance, from this one. Right? So slide into position, then give the vibrato. All right, so that's the first one. So I'll play that once more. So, the next one, you go from 7 to 9, either with your ring finger making a slide, or with a hammer-on from pointer finger to ring finger. Right? So then on G, you play 7th with your pointer finger, slide down to 5, 4, 2, right? And then 2, pull off, and then you make 2 slides towards second position D, and then you play third position with your middle finger on A. Right, so like this. Then you get the following. You play this. And it starts with playing 2, 4, 7. So once more. And then you go to 9, 12, 9. Like 9, 12, 9. And then you get 7, 9 to 4 again. Then 2, 6, 2. Right? So once more. Then pull off. Second position, pointer finger to 4, to 2. And then pull off. Play second position D with your pointer finger, pull off, and then middle finger, third position of A, and then you play second position of G with your pointer finger. All right, so like this. Then we get into the chord segment, and that goes like this. All right, so what do? So you start off with the following. So you play 12, 14, 13 on D, G, B with pointer finger, ring finger, middle finger. And that's sort of a G sus or, I don't know, C6. Resolving to 12, 12, 12 with your pointer finger, which is G. So, and then you have, I play here thumb on the bass, so in third, ring finger in fifth of D, and middle finger in fourth of G. Playing that G chord here, so like this. Then you play that once more. Then you play sort of a G sus2. So that's pointer finger in 10 of B, ring finger in 12 of G, and middle finger in 12 of D. You play those three. So I get. Then I play 12, 12. Then I play. So I play 7, 7 on B and G with my pointer finger to 9, 8 on G and B with my pointer finger and middle finger. It's like this. Then I turn that into that triad, which is ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger on 10, 9, 8 on D, G, and B. And then I add the bass with my thumb in 8th position of the E string, like this. From that start of that chord section, to G. Then you get this part. So there you have your pointer finger in 8th position of G, B, and D. And you play them all together and you make a hammer-on with your ring finger in 10th of G. Like that. Then you play those 3 strings again. And now you make a hammer with your middle finger in 9. And then you finish off with playing that thumb on the bass, right? So now we get to the tricky section, and as with many things on the guitar, you can play it in 2 positions. And since he is sort of like the video is really dark, so I can't really make out where he's playing or whatever. So I will present you with 2 options, and then it's up to you which one sounds better to you. So I noticed that depending on the guitar I'm playing at, I find one to be closer in sound than the other. But we'll see. So the first one I'll give you is this one. So that's the first one. All right, so that's all played in, mostly played in 12th position. So what do? You have your pointer finger is playing a double stop on D and G in 12th, but you also have your ring finger in 14 of that D string. So you play D and G, and immediately you play a pull-off there, so like this. Then pinky plays 15 on A. Then double stop, pointer finger, A and D on 12. And then you make a hammer-on with your ring finger in 14, like this. Then pinky plays 15 again on A. Make that double stop on D and G again. Hammer-on and pull off in 14 on that D string, like this. Then you play this. So there you do a pinky on 15 of A. Then Then you play pointer finger 12, hammer on ring finger 14, hammer on pinky 15. Then play double stop on D and G in 12. Then make your ring finger plays a hammer on and a pull off on D. Then pinky plays 15 on A, pull off to ring finger 14, and then pull off to pointer finger 12. Right? Then you play 15 again with your pinky, then 12 with your pointer finger on D, and then a hammer on in 14. Right? So like this. Then you get the following part. So what do? You have your pointer finger in 12 on D, play it, hammer on ring finger 14, pull off, then pinky 15 on A. Then you have a double stop on A and D, and you play that, hammer on ring finger in 14 on that A string, then pull off, and then you slide down with your pointer finger to 10, like this. Then hammer on 12 with your ring finger, roll over to 12 on D, back to 12 on A with your ring finger, and then pull off to pointer finger 10. Oh, sorry, and ending on 12 on E. Sorry, like. Right? And then you get this part, which is a really nice way to play the C major chord, because it's a C major add 9, so it's a C triad with a 9 in there. So start off with pointer finger on 10 on your E string, which is the 9 in this case. Slide down to 8, back to 10 with your ring finger, slide to 12, then pointer finger plays 10 on A, then 10 on D, then ring finger plays 12 on D, slide to 14, and then hold that, and then your pointer finger plays G, and then middle finger plays B, pointer finger plays 12 on G, and middle finger plays 13 on B. And then you end with that G triad in 12th position. So that's all 12, 12, 12. Like. And then you finish off with that G chord that we played before. Right? So that whole part of the lick. Let's see, here we go. The alternative version of it is playing everything here. And as you can hear, it's much less warm, right? So it has a bit more brightness to it. So it could be depending on your amp settings or your guitar or whatever that you might want to choose for one or the other. I will go through this one a bit quicker. And if you want to skip it, of course, you can just skip to the next part. This will probably take a few minutes. So you start with a middle finger on 8 of B and ring finger in 9 of G. You play them together, and then you make your a pull off with your ring finger towards pointer finger 7th position on G, like this. Then pinky goes in 10. Then your pointer finger plays a double stop in 7th position on D and G, and make a hammer on with your ring finger in 14 of D, like this. Then pinky plays 10 again on D. Then pointer finger plays 7, middle finger plays 8 on G and B. Then ring finger plays a hammer on and a pull off, on 9 on G, like this. Then pinky plays 10 on D, pointer finger 7, hammer on, ring finger 9, hammer on, pinky 10. Then and then you get that double stop again. So middle finger plays 8 there on B, pointer finger 9 on G. You play them together, hammer on and pull off ring finger in 9th position of G, like this. Then pinky 10 on D, pull off to ring finger 9, and then pull off to pointer finger 7. And then you finish off with pinky 10 on D, pointer finger 7 on G, hammer on ring finger 9. Then you get this part. So what do you do? Pointer finger is on G in 7th. Hammer on pull off on 9 with your ring finger. Pinky 10 on D. Then double stop pointer finger in 7th position on D and G. You play it and make that hammer on with your ring finger in 9th on D. So slide down with your pointer finger to 5th position on that D string. Then hammer on, ring finger on 7th of D. Roll your ring finger to 7th on G. Roll back to 7th of D. Pull off to 5 on D. And finish off 7th of A, like this. Then you get that C add 9 lick. So that is 5 with your pointer finger, slide down to 3 on A. Then 5 again with your ring finger, slide to 7. Then you play 5 on D, 5 on G. Then ring finger 7 on G, slide to 9. And then on the B string, you play 8 with your pointer finger, and then 8 on E string. It's like this. Going to sort of a D-shaped G chord, and then you go to the G chord there. So now we come to the new section, and that goes like this. So what do? You have ring finger in 14 of D, pointer finger in 12 of G, and middle finger in 13 of B. Then you play 12, 12, 12 on D, G, and B with your pointer finger. And then you play that G chord again. It's like this. Sorry. Then you have that first chord again. So you got 12, 14, and 13 to 12, 12, 12 to the G sus to 12, 12 here, and then you got your C major chord. Then we go into the picking pattern where you start singing sort of freely, and that's just your G chord where you play E, D, G, B, G, D. And then C major, all right, I hope you enjoyed that. Check Your Guitar Workshop for more information. Also, make sure to check out my Patreon page for the tabs if you need them. That's it for today. Wishing you a great week, and I hope to see you again sometime. Bye.